So, good evening, everyone. I'm a little bit nervous. So, I'm a tattoo artist, and many of you might have known me through the media as the girl who competed, who was the contestant of the famous Road to Mount Olympia for high school students. It was 17 years by now, and I was competed at 7th year. And I was that girl who gave up a $1,000 job to become a tattoo artist. And most of the time, people are gonna tell me, that's such a rebellious thing that you do. But to me, it's not a rebellious thing to do. To me, it's the normal thing to do. It is the normal thing for a person to do what she or he wants to do and to be who she wants to be. And it's simple as that. And another question I get is that the passion that have been always burning inside of you and make you make the decision that you have made? Well, it wasn't like that either. I wasn't born an artist. I read and write when I was 3 years old. I was so good at school. My entire childhood was in gifted school, in all the best school, and get the best grade. And I even graduated university at 20. At 24, I already worked for a big telecommunication company for 3 years. I get everything that people want to achieve in their life when they are 30, but I wasn't happy. People don't understand why I wasn't happy. I got the dream job of people. I got a long-term relationship that I also wasn't happy with, because I feel like people expect me, the society expects me to be fast, to achieve more, to get a stable job, to get married at a certain age. And I was rushing to achieve that, but I wasn't happy because it doesn't suit me. The job was not challenging. And after 3 years, I didn't learn so much. I thought that being in a big company means that I can contribute and I can change the world. But no, it wasn't like that. It was such a huge machine that I was just a tiny, tiny screw. And my existence doesn't matter. Even if it's easy to be replaced, I'm just another number, it's another name, it's another report. It's not a person with a personality or a story behind it, or if I'm happy or not. It doesn't matter. And I just took the action. The funny thing about quitting is the decision was on my mind for 1.5 years. It's hard to give up something that, first, it's a good income. It's a dream job of people. And every day I go to work thinking, what if I quit this job? What will happen? What my college would think? I was the youngest one in the company for years. So they were all like my big brothers and sisters, and they were really taking care of me. And my parents too, what they would think if I just quit this job. But the moment I hand in the resignation letter, all the noise just go away, and I feel at peace again, at the center of my world. It should have been the easiest decision of my life, not the hardest. And that was 3.5 years ago. But it was 5 years ago that I get to know the tattoo world. A couple of friends of mine who were in art school, they having tattoo machine and they start tattooing each other. I wasn't afraid, so they let me try. But I could not forget the feeling the first time that I tattooed someone. It was such a strong feeling. I was very nervous, of course. But at the same time, it made me question myself. Who am I? Who are you to mark someone permanently? And what level of trust is that for that person to trust me, to hurt them, and in a way, to change them for forever? And it's just very overwhelming to me. I don't know if it's passion, because it's such a strong feeling, but at the same time, it's very calm, because every moment is now. It's all you have is now. But at the same time, it's forever. One wrong move, and it will be a permanent mistake. So I got scared, and I stopped, knowing that I should not mark someone permanently without knowing how to do it. You are changing someone physically, and also there's a health risk if I don't do it properly. And then after I quit but that moment I made a promise to myself, even if this is not a lifelong career, one day I'm gonna learn and I'm gonna be good at it. So those people that I have tattooed, it wasn't just a game. So after quitting my job, I took a proper apprentice, but still thinking that I will give myself 2 years. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna get my CV, and gonna find a job, a better one that fit my personality. But I guess that's how being responsible to what I do, it's the first quality necessary to be a tattoo artist. That's what tattoo need an artist the most, to be responsible with what they do. So, and now I've been having my own studio for 3 years. So I make 3 times more than before, only 3 days a week. I can take a vacation whenever I want. And now I'm here. So I guess it's working very well. But it wasn't like that at the beginning. I wasn't born an artist. I never have really drawn before in my life. So it took me a lot of training. And many of you might have known the 10,000 hour rule by Malcolm Gladwell. The principle is that if you spend 10,000 hours of deliberate practice, you're going to be expert in any field. And keep that in mind, and I tried. And I believe that one day I'm going to be good at it. To me, if you can write, you can draw. It's a skill. And I think that even doing tattoo, it doesn't waste my knowledge in business school or in design school, or the experience that I get from professional life. To me, it's just going to bring me an advantage. All the experience that we have, everything happened for a reason, and it's going to make us unique. And to me, staying true to yourself will bring out the best competitive advantage, not by imitating someone, but be yourself and be true. That's the most competitive advantage. So it works for me. But the thing about tattoo is, first year of doing tattoo, no one gonna let you tattoo them. Well, a few people, but not everyone. Customer only trusts you after they see your work, or from a recommendation from a friend. They know advertising is as strong as a recommendation from a friend. So it's first year, it was the ultimate test. Because even though I believe that what I do was right, the reality is not proven it yet. So, but sometimes I have one customer a week. So they come, and that moment I don't even have a friend because my friend is at work. So I try to make the time worthwhile. I try to talk with the customer, trying to figure out what that person is, what's the meaning of the tattoo that they are going to get. And I do free tattoo. Instead of asking for money, I'm asking them to give me a story in exchange. So one time I get to tattoo a girl who her dream was to be a writer, and she wanted a typewriter tattoo on her arm. And it was a very nice tattoo, and she was very happy with it. And 1 week after, she come back and asked me to add the word thank you to that tattoo. And she tell me, it was the amazing thing that I did you did for me that day. And later on that day, I get to save someone's life. It was her college that was trying to kill himself. She saved him. But the last thing that he said is, before passing out, is, "Don't save me, I want to die." And then the guy was in hospital. And everyone come to her saying, "It's such a heroic thing that you did. You are so amazing." But inside, she questioned herself. Is it the right thing that I did? And she doubts herself and guilt, and feel herself with guilt too. Is it the right thing that I did against the guy's will? And 1 week after waking up from coma, the man texted her saying, "Thank you for saving my life." And she came to me and won that tattoo on top of the tattoo that I have did for her, to remind herself to always appreciate life, to always say thank you, and to always give yourself another chance and do good things. And yeah, that's the thing that make my work more, to me, it's honorable. It's such an honor to be able to get in touch with those feelings, with those stories. Earlier this year, I got a group of customers. They are staff from Animals Asia. They live in a remote area away from the city in Vietnam, and they are from everywhere, all over the world. They came here, spent years trying to save bears, and they've successfully worked with government and make them sign to stop bear biofarming in Vietnam. And it was such an amazing thing. All of them are vegetarian, and they come to me and ask me to do tattoo and use vegan ink, the tattoo ink that doesn't involve any animal cruelty. And I get to know their life, what they have to sacrifice, what their love to the bears, their love to what they do, and they didn't need people to acknowledge them, but they need people to understand what they are trying to do. And I think that's important. That's what they do matter, and make what I do matter. So, and I cannot count how many times that I have tattooed semicolon tattoo to raise awareness about mental illness. A simple tattoo, be strong or be yourself, or freedom, to a girl or to a guy, or for just as a reminder, or just to self-pass. It's so simple. The tattoo look almost the same, but the story is not the same. It helps the person to overcome a very difficult part of life. And it's just such an amazing thing to have an honor to do. And over the past 3 years, I have tattooed thousands of customers, and I'm winning one by one just like that, while enjoying what I do. I feel like my life matters. I think I have managed to do it. I was, to a certain extent, I was successful. I have good income, I'm happy with my life, with my relationship, and I feel like myself valuable. So, and it's in the field that I was least capable of. So why not you? You can do whatever you want, as long as you have the right approach and the determination to do it. And just keep on looking. Many people don't find the thing that they love to do because they forgot the question. Just keep on looking, live, and one day the answer is gonna come. If you find that feeling, go for it. And being here today, I think it's such a huge honor. And I think my mission is accomplished. All the hard work and suffering have been worth it for people to think that this is an idea that worth sharing, to be true, to be yourself, and to find a job that makes your life fulfilling. Thank you.